Today is September 10th. This is vlog episode number 4. And today I'm going to tell you my experience with the first oncologist that I ever spoke to, dealing with my cancer. Okay, I've said this story to numerous of people before, and I'll explain it to y'all. Well, I found out that I have cancer by a doctor named Ernesto Guerra, and he referred me to an oncologist, and he said, you know what, go talk to this guy. He's going to get you set up and then get you going, you know, maybe through treatment. Well, this doctor, his name was Dr. Thomas Fisher. You know, what happened was this, is that we set up an appointment. I got the news on a Thursday. We set the appointment up on a Monday, okay? On Monday, me and my wife show up, scared as heck, you know, not knowing what was going to be said, what type of stage cancer I was at. So we were not knowing what to expect on this, you know. But I go in there already researching all the stages of cancer and all the percentages, okay, knowing what my basically survival rate was gonna be, even at the worst stage of cancer. Well, I go in there and we sit down waiting for the doctor, and there we are, hand in hand. And well, he comes in and he starts to explain, hello, this is who I am, I've been doing this for so many years. And then I started explaining to him, listen doc, I want to beat this. And then he says the speech like, oh yes, we have the medical technology is so further than what we had years ago. So he starts going through these check boxes, and if you've never dealt with anybody that has cancer or been in the office, what they do is they have a list of certain like, you know, symptoms, traits of what your CT scan says, your PET scans. So they start clicking boxes, you know, and there's a little gauge at the bottom of that, and it tells you what stage you're at. So he is actually reviewing my chart as we sit there. He's reviewing my chart. He hasn't reviewed this yet. Yeah, I understand this was on a Thursday, Monday. I understand that there's these days, but still, nonetheless, he is reviewing my chart and saying, well, I don't see this on your lymph nodes, or I don't see this type of cancer here. But since the pathology report says it, I'm going to arbitrarily click it. I'm going to actually, so he's just nonchalantly basically diagnosing me. And while all this is happening, I'm telling him, listen, I want to beat this. I know there's cures, I know. And he's like, yes, we've done so much. At the end of all these clicking these boxes, he looks at me and says, Mr. Herrera, this is a fatally terminally disease. You're gonna die from this. I said, no doc. I said, I'm gonna beat this. He goes, no, it's impossible. There's no way you could survive from this. He said, I'm going to give you 4 to 6 months without chemo treatment, a year to 2 with chemo treatment, with conventional chemo. I told him, doc, I don't believe that. I said, is there, like, there has to be something. There has to be something. There has to be something we can do. He goes, well, you can go for a second opinion if you would like. I was like, hell yeah, I would like to go for a second opinion, please. Then he proceeds to say this. He's like, well, I will refer you to my competitors. I'll refer you to my competitors. I won't get my feelings hurt. You know, I said, by all means, please set that up. So we go to his competitors, you know, which is the Start Center for Cancer Care. Wonderful place. You know what? Wonderful doctor, wonderful staff. So I went there, and at this point, I'm still having the attitude that I do have, that I'm gonna beat this, and I still have that attitude till this day, that I'm gonna beat this, I'm gonna survive, I'm gonna be a survivor of this cancer. Well, I talk to the doctor and I tell him the same thing. I said, I want to be a survivor. And he gives me a little smirk and says, we can do that. That's the importance of having positive people around you. This first doctor automatically saw me as a dead man. You know what? It says, oh, you're gonna die. The second doctor says, I want to see you as a survivor. See, whenever dealing with something great like this, like something major, be it cancer, be it any type of disease, you always got to surround yourself with positive people. Because man, that alone, if I wasn't the person I am today, like, you know, with faith and believing that there is a higher power than, and God can do all things, you know what? I'd be a mess right now. I'd be in depression. I'd be like suicidal. You know, that first doctor didn't know my mental state of mind. You know, he could have actually driven me to suicide if I allowed it. She could have allowed my wife to go into depression because he was saying all this while she was there. But that's why it's important to surround yourself by positive people. And, you know, that's the most important thing to do, especially going through something big like this. But that's my story, and my next vlog will be more of my interactions with my doctor today, which is Ronald Wrangler. Very cool guy, very, very good doctor. So until next time, I will talk to y'all later.